Cleveland, Ohio, a city known for its industrial might and cultural heritage, but beneath its surface lies a darker history, one of power struggles, violence, and organized crime. This is the story of Cleveland's Mafia, a tale of ambition, betrayal, and bloodshed. The roots of Cleveland's Mafia date back to the early 1900s. Italian immigrants formed tight-knit communities, but some turned to bootlegging during Prohibition. The Pirello brothers rose to prominence, dominating the lucrative corn-sugar trade used in moonshine production. However, their reign was short-lived. By the late 1920s, rivalries with the Mayfield road mob escalated into a bloody power struggle. One pivotal moment came in 1928 when Cleveland hosted one of America's first Mafia summits at the Statler Hotel. The meeting aimed to crown Joseph Pirello as boss, but ended in chaos when police raided the gathering. Soon after, Pirello and his brothers were systematically eliminated by Frank Milano's Mayfield road mob, cementing Milano as Cleveland's new Mafia boss. Frank Milano brought stability to Cleveland's underworld. By the 1930s, he was a member of the National Crime Syndicate, collaborating with legendary figures like Lucky Luciano and Meyer Lansky. Under Milano's leadership, Cleveland's Mafia expanded into gambling and labor racketeering. But when tax evasion charges forced him to flee to Mexico in 1935, Alfred Big Al Polizzi took over. Polizzi strengthened ties with other crime families nationwide and helped establish Cleveland's influence in Las Vegas. He partnered with Modalitz to build the Desert Inn Casino, ensuring Cleveland received a share of unreported profits from Vegas operations. In 1944, John T. Scalish became boss, a position he held for an unprecedented 32 years. Scalish focused on stability and diversification, moving away from violence toward more sophisticated operations like skimming profits from Las Vegas casinos. His leadership style earned him respect among both Italian and Jewish crime families, but Scalish's death in 1976 marked the beginning of the end for Cleveland's Mafia. Without naming a successor, his passing plunged the family into chaos. The late 1970s saw a violent turf war between James Jack White Licavoli, Scalish's successor, and Irish mobster Danny Green. Known for his audacity, Green openly challenged the Mafia's control over Cleveland's rackets. The conflict turned the city into a battlefield, with nearly 40 car bombings earning it the nickname Bomb City, USA. Eventually, hitman Ray Ferrito succeeded in killing Green with a car bomb in 1977. However, this war drew intense law enforcement scrutiny. Licavoli was convicted in 1982 for conspiracy related to Green's murder, and died in prison 3 years later. The final blow came when Angelo Leonardo, once a trusted underboss, turned government informant after his conviction on narcotics charges in 1983. His testimony dismantled what remained of Cleveland's Mafia operations. By the 1990s, the once powerful Cleveland crime family had been reduced to fragments, a shadow of its former self. Today, Cleveland thrives as a city reborn, but its Mafia history remains a cautionary tale, a reminder of how ambition and greed can shape a city's destiny. From Prohibition-era bootlegging to deadly mob wars, this is the legacy of Cleveland's underworld.